to electricity. So I basically posted just some politically charged stuff about the leadership locally. Somebody's like, Robert Borden for mayor. And I was like, no, dude, they'll cancel me if they see my podcast. I'm fucked. But
can't be canceled yet.
Yeah, dude.
Gotta wait.
Welcome back. I think we're on. I think we're live. We are live back in, that one's shorter. I better pull this over here. Terrebonne, Oregon, where magic happens.
And my social security number is.
Yeah, I mean, Terrebonne's pretty big, dude. They're going to get lost if they come looking for us.
I get lost, and I'm from here.
Yeah. Well, you were more of a Bend kid.
Yeah, well, I hung out in Redmond.
You're one of them city folk.
Whoa, okay. We aren't city, not yet.
Not lying.
Yeah, dude, I remember you with your little fucking beanie and your delinquent friends.
Oh, wait. We weren't that bad.
Dude, I mean, I was 19, and I knew you were going to be doing the same stupid shit that I was doing. And so I was like, oh, he's fucked.
I was telling Sierra that if we ever have kids, that every generation of the guy Ulam just is worse than the last.
I don't know. No, I mean, honestly, I think we both turned out better than our dad. You know?
Yeah, I'd agree.
That's fair enough. We all sit back. Let's settle in.
Comfy.
We're here with Calloway. He's back on the podcast. Welcome back, Calloway.
Yeah. You gotta find your button.
That was the wrong button.
Fine, just make fun of me, I guess, whatever.
And then this is Sierra.
Hi.
Yep, Sierra. And she is from Scottsdale.
I'm from Hood River, but yeah.
Oh, she's from Hood River.
Something like
Born
that.
in Scottsdale.
Both. Yeah.
She went back and forth. She's a snowbird.
She's a snowbird.
She's got a retirement and a pension.
Every
and a
Ben
motorhome.
kid ever.
What?
Every Ben family ever. Snowbirds.
Yeah. Dude, okay, so back in the day, like when I was a teenager, I would go up and...
You mean like 6 years ago?
Yeah, I'd go up and visit Granny, and I wish 6 years ago. And up in Kellogg, Idaho, and they have that big snowboarding mountain, Silver Mountain, and she worked there. She sold real estate there, so I would get in free to snowboarding, and I'd get in free to the indoor water park down at the bottom. But I always had to ride with like one of her friends' family from Bend. She lived there remotely, and then her husband like lived in Bend, and they were like rich Aubrey Butte yuppie, you know.
Okay.
And so I had to ride up there. Like their kids knew how to ski before they could walk. They're just like those guys, and God, they fucking annoyed the shit out of me. Luckily, I was gifted the Chronicles of Narnia, and I read it the whole way there, and I tried to ignore that little bastard. And they were like 2 years younger than me, and they kept following me, and they're just geeks. And I was like, God, dude, you're cramping my style.
You're a fucking geek now.
Dude, no, there's a difference between being a geek and a nerd, okay? I'm a nerd.
Calloway, you tell the difference, you know.
Yeah.
No, I'm just a nerd.
Yeah, I'm a nerd, so that's cool, you know.
I'm glad that runs in the family.
Honestly, it's kind of cool. Nerd culture's cool now. You know, we've made it. We've made it full circle.
Full circle.
Couldn't have done it without you guys out there, YouTube.
The other nerds? As long as you're... Okay, so what's the difference between a geek and a nerd?
Just geeks are just kind of lame, dude. Like, they're just like, hey guys, how are you doing?
This is friendly fire.
You better not be smoking cigarettes. I'm going to tattle on you. Mouth breathers, dude.
But aren't nerds like the kids that are like 10 times X by the square root of 4?
No, nerds are the ones that are like, fucking roll the damage, bitch, because that's a critical hit.
What the fuck is he talking about?
Dungeons and Dragons, dude.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't know nerd talk.
Dude, no, I'm a nerd on the like aspect of I built a rocket ship at 3 a.m. in our house.
Yeah, what kind? Like was it chili or baking soda?
Like a jerry-rigged
fucking out of cans, and all sorts of shit.
And then the next day being like, hey, can we go to Weimar so I can get stuff for my rocket? And then he's like, look at this, I wrote down all the math for it, and he shows me the little book.
Do you like that? It's like the square root of pi is.
No, it was a...
Dude, that would be a funny ass skit, like fucking redneck rocket, and then like the math all looks good, and it's 2 + 2 = 4.
No, 2 + 2 = 22.
We should do that. I've been wanting to do like start doing online like skits and shit just for fun with friends.
Yeah.
And my cousin Forrest he's really good at editing. He won't get on the fucking podcast. He's like, no, dude. Like, he's so worried about what people think about him. But he does have a YouTube channel with like over 100,000 subscribers. He's got 105 or 107,000 subscribers, something like that. 25 buttholes, shout out. Check him out, fucking nerd. But but he's really good at editing videos. Yeah, he's a fucking geek, dude. Forrest, you are a geek, bro. But anyways, I hope he brings his geek knowledge over and helps me. We could edit some videos, make some funny shit. That would be hilarious, dude. Are you good at acting?
I'm decent. I mean, I acted a lot to get out of trouble from the cops, so.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck. I'm great at acting, and I never got away from the cops. I mean, I did when I ran right away. If I ran right away, I got away.
He's like, I was faster than all
I
of them.
never once got caught if I ran, actually, now that I think about it.
He's pretty, that's how he gets away.
Me? Yeah.
I used to look just like him. Like, not even joking. I'll show you pictures after we're done. I fucking looked exactly like this motherfucker.
We could put photos of our dad
this is what
at
he's
our
gonna look
age.
Like. So you might want to leave now.
It's true.
This is good years.
Yeah, you got me in the best years right now. If you put a photo of our dad and then Robert and me at the age of like 18 to 20 and you didn't mark him, guaranteed everybody in our family.
Honestly, Maddox looks more like him than he looks like me, I feel like sometimes.
All I know is he showed me, like, he showed me your guys' dad's mug shots.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, oh,
you can still find them?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
There is 17 of them in the state of Oregon.
There used to be like 23.
They've been taking them down.
Literally.
They each have like 30 charges.
You know how, like, on Fox News, you'll see, like, look at this black man that stabbed this person. He's been arrested 70 times. He shouldn't have been on our street. That was our dad. He's just white trash.
He was.
Except for all of his arrests were like PV, probation violations, and fucking driving while suspended, felony driving while suspended, trafficking methamphetamine, you know, the normal
neglect, assault one.
Yeah. That was Arizona charges.
Yeah, we found one, and he had, like, muling charges, assault from one. Yeah, no,
that's when he went to federal prison.
Yeah, when
he said that was the best time he ever. So the feds, you guys are doing it right, I guess.
Yeah,
good job, feds. He said they got to smoke cigarettes in there,
and they get little
and they
iPads.
had real weights, or like they had actual like workout equipment or something.
I remember,
so he was pretty impressed with that
because he went to federal prison when I was born. That's when I lived in Arizona.
Yeah, you were
me and my mom,
little baby.
Yep, and
yeah,
I remember when I was older. I was like 8 years old. I went to Old School Automotive, and he had the race car in there for the dirt track season.
Yeah.
And he put me in there, had it start up and rev up, and I remember he looked me dead in the eyes and went, "Yeah, I can tell you're going to be a problem when you're older. So I'm going to tell you this right now."
He told all the kids that. He wanted them all to be bad because it made him look good.
It did. It really did.
You see these little shits? Fuck, dude.
But I remember after he told me that, he was like, "I'm going to give you one world, like, advice." And I was like, "Okay, what?" And he said, "Never go to actual jail or prison. Do a federal crime. That way you go to federal prison." Because he was like, federal prison is a good prison.
Yeah.
And I've never went to federal prison. I just went to
juvenile prison.
juvenile
You know what he told me the other day? He was like, "Yeah, I'm scared to go to jail because, well, I'm not scared." He's like, "I just don't like the part where you can't leave."
Yeah, that's a bummer. I've only luckily spent 3 days in jail total.
Oh, lucky.
So, you know, Jessica, would you like to elaborate?
Yeah, Jessica, wait, tell us about yours.
She's got the most time on her hands.
Wait, did she beat me? I was there for a year.
She's done a little over 60 days. Yeah, but that was juvie though.
Juvenile prison.
Yeah, but that's different. You're just getting molested in there.
Whoa, no.
Do you hear that? The lawsuits against McLaren?
McLaren.
All these kids are suing them. They got molested.
I wanted to sue them, and then they're like, "When did you go to McLaren?" And I was like, "I don't know, like 2020 or something."
He's like, "They touched me in my butthole."
And literally, none of that shit happened. And I was like,
"They told me I was naughty."
Well, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna sue them because like I want to hop on a free lawsuit." Yeah. And they're like, "Yeah, you weren't there for the years that the allegations are being brought up." And I was, "What is that happening?"
You had your...
Oh no!
I think it's mine.
Oh, it is yours.
It's loose. They got this really cheap. There we go.
But nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like, "You weren't there for the years that these allegations."
Yeah,
were
these
there.
are the years we know that you were getting molested.
Like, exactly. And then I mean I did a whole interview, and the police officer was like, "How are you feeling right now?"
I had a couple of buddies that went there during the time.
McLaren?
Yeah,
it's not too bad
during that time period. And I'm like, makes sense.
It's
I'm just kidding.
Honestly, McLaren isn't as bad as you think it'd be.
Yeah.
Like we had one really like weird. We had a bunch of weird kids in there. Like one of the guys there, he got arrested and was waiting for him to be 18 to go to prison for 20 years.
Yeah.
Because he fucking cut his grandfather's head off with a sawzall.
Yeah, that'll do
in the
it.
garage. And
That's a rough way to do it, though.
and
Like,
I
Sawzall's
remember-
kind of, if you get stuck, you're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, right. Well, and he like never talked to anybody. He was like 6'5", super skinny. We called him Ghoul.
Yeah, that's a
And
good name for him.
He looked like a fucking ghoul.
Slenderman.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I remember I'd always sit there and we'd always place like bets because we'd get little oatmeal cookies on Monday.
Yeah.
And we'd always stash them up and hide them underneath our beds,
Okay.
which is not allowed in McLaren.
Yeah.
But we'd always, and then we'd trade them, at least when I was there.
It became a currency.
And yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Because we
Kinda
couldn't
like
bring
cigarettes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we couldn't bring cigarettes
Like,
though.
fucking give me
And-
a cookie, bitch.
Real.
Can I have a drag of that?
Well, because all the food from McLaren comes from prison,
Yeah.
then jail, then county, then McLaren.
Yeah, and then the women's jail.
Yep,
No, I'm
exactly.
joking. Sorry,
I
ladies.
think they just cook themselves.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, actually,
But-
it's I think the boys, at least the boys' jail or the men's jail. Sorry, guys. Serves the women food, and the women, I think, serve the men food.
Oh, that's why our
So they're
food's
teaching
always
them life
shit.
lessons,
I'm just
how to
kidding.
be polite, not rape and stuff like that.
Yeah, but I remember one time I got like 2 cookies because we crumpled up paper because
Yeah.
we used to be able to like journal and draw and do whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
and we'd always throw him. We'd see who could get him to turn around because like you could just huck shit at him all day and he wouldn't turn around. He just store at a wall
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
And
Store?
Yeah. Stared. He stared at a wall, just dead faced, just like.
When I was in jail, I like got really fucked up. Somebody got a phone? If you got a phone, move it away.
Do you have a phone?
This
Yeah,
is
I
cheap
do.
shit. Yeah, the phones will set it off. Let you know that there's radiation or some shit.
Man, I love radiation.
When I was in jail, there was a half a book, and I read it, but it was the second half of a book. Dude, it was like started at 135, went out, and then a Bible, and I'm like, I guess I'll read the half a book, dude. That was at a rough point in my life.
I will admit the one nice thing about like juvie is that all their books were just absolutely fucking tits.
Yeah, they got to keep those kids happy. They're molesting them.
Oh yeah, real dude.
You want a new computer game?
I read, and I remember I did a Zoom call with my mom because that's when COVID was going
Yeah.
on. So I did a Zoom call with my
God,
mom.
it's so funny that you were a teenager during that.
I know, but we did a
I
Zoom
was
call.
just getting out of middle school.
What a time to fucking be a kid, dude.
You were
You
just
guys-
getting out of middle school. and
I
was
just
fucking
got to
in
be
juvie.
completely honest
Yeah.
with you guys. The adults fucked y'all. Like, when I was in high school, we just had fun, dude. There was no fucking national
Y'all climbed the
crises.
ladder of success
Yeah.
and burnt it for us
Yeah,
on the way
dude.
down.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like my kids are gonna be better than me. I'm doing all the things my parents didn't do. No offense to my parents, they did the best they could, but
You were a shithead.
yeah, I was, but like, I'm just trying to encourage them to do whatever, figure out what they're good at, and go for it. Because when I became an adult, I'm like, fuck. The only thing I'm good at is like partying. Like, what am I gonna do,
feel that.
dude?
The only thing I'm good at is
For a
being
while, I
super.
thought that might be my job.
just party, full-time party
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah, I wasn't
We call him Unk,
Yeah.
but
Unk.
fucking.
yo, Unk's at the cookout.
But I remember I did this Zoom call with my mom,
Yeah.
and we were sitting there, and she was like, "What are you doing in there?" And I was like, "I'm reading." Now, keep in mind, I don't fucking read. I hate
Did you have to
reading.
use a what is it? Just not Telemundo. It's deep Mexican TV. What's the fucking Telmate? Telmate.
It's been so long since I've been
Shout out to Telmate. Thanks for letting us see our incarcerated family
Oh,
and friends.
and it sits there, or when you get the call, it'll be like, "This is Central Oregon Community," or
Yeah.
like whatever.
Do
the
you
fuck.
wanna accept them charges?
Do you want to accept the charges? Yeah.
Yeah, the last time
I've
Jessica.
never been on that end.
This
The last time Jessica was in jail, I could just video chat.
I just
on my
know that
phone
because
with
my
her. It's
mom
kinda
used to
nifty.
record it all the time. It'd be like, "This is
I
blah
think
blah blah."
I think the biggest crime is that they like make you only video chat.
Yeah.
Like, you should be able to go in and fucking see people. You know.
Well, you gotta
How do
go
we
to
know
the
that's not AI
Well, they
now?
put us
right?
all in
This is AI. What happened to my fucking wife, dude?
real.
Yeah.
Well, they put us.
And she comes back all polite, and I'm like, it's not her.
She's not throwing knives at me. But yeah, we did this Zoom call, and she pretty much was just like, what are you doing in there? I was like, oh, I've finished reading all the Hunger Game books. I'm on the Maze Runner series now. And she was like, oh my God, I'm going to tell them to keep you. Because I was fucking reading because you know my mom.
You know how to read?
Yeah, real. Well, because you know my mom, she loves reading. I mean,
our
that's all
dad
she
didn't know how to
fucking
read.
does.
Neither did our
He knows how to
grandfather.
read very slowly.
We're the first gen in our family that could read.
No shit, are we?
Yeah, dude.
Is that why Dad wrote all the
Well,
time?
I don't know where it went wrong because our great grandfather was
A slave
was a
owner.
pastor. No, he wasn't a slave owner. He was they were like pilgrims that moved to Oregon in the 1860s.
Well,
I have photos of him in there.
weren't
Robert
we, like, the
Kirkpatrick,
first generation
and
Redmond?
his wife was a teacher and he was a preacher. So where along the line, it was when they married into the Ulums, dude. That's when, like, then our great grandfather, his son, or his grandson, was a government hunter in like the 1830s or 1930s in Oregon. Yeah, so that's when they stopped breeding and they were just out in the woods killing shit, dude. I got some pictures I'll show you sometime.
Yeah, dude, I'm really curious.
With some bears.
Because didn't you go and research all that stuff?
No, I went to the family reunion and they fucking gave me like
If you would've
900
gone, they would've
photos.
given you
Yeah, they had shit ready for you, dude.
pictures and a whole photo album.
Yeah, everyone. The funny thing is, when we first showed up, they were like, "Who are you?" Like, they didn't know. They knew like everyone else. They knew Granny and Tammy and all of them. They hadn't seen them forever. And then as soon as I told them who I was, they knew who I was because they met me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
But
But now
my last name
now
is
you're
Borden, so they're
it's
like,
not Ulam.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I feel like Grandpa Pete wasn't all that bad as a kid though. Like, wasn't he? He like partied and shit, but he didn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't like a criminal or anything.
Yeah, I mean,
He actually was a really good guy. Everyone that knew him had nothing but good things to say. He's the kind of guy that would show up and work on your car with you till 3 in the fucking morning just because you needed help.
Yep, and then he'd be sitting there like drinking his beer. And
but he wasn't.
randomly.
He wasn't the best dad though. You know.
Well, he ran over our dad on accident once at the dunes.
Oh, that's an accident. That shit happens.
I think he did on purpose. I don't think it was an accident.
I was.
My brother's hand once on accident.
I was at the Black Sand Dunes. What's that in Florence?
Yeah.
So I was at the Black Sand Dunes.
Out of the back of the trailer, and I didn't know that his hand was in there, and I put the pitchfork in there. And went through his hand.
He deserved it.
He deserved it.
Accident.
Yeah, she told me that was an accident, but then she's like, yeah, but when I threw the gate into my sister's face, I told him it was an accident, but it wasn't.
Wait, didn't you throw a knife at Robert too once?
Things have been thrown.
Things have been thrown. That was an accident. It just
It's a little different when you're 20. You know? Well, dysfunction's alright at that age, I guess. We got it together now. We're in our 30s.
Now we have dirt bikes.
No, we just are sober.
True. But
But yeah, we do have dirt bikes. Fucking, what was I gonna say?
You guys even
Pete,
sit this
we're
long?
talking about Pete and how he wasn't the greatest dad, Grandpa. And then Jessica talked about stabbing her brother with a pitchfork on purpose.
So I remember. I was at the Black Sand Dunes in Florence, Oregon. I was probably 11 or 12 years old, and there was a Jeep run because our grandparents were members of the Four Bangers, which was a Jeep club, and they would all do these meets, and they'd all ride Jeeps together on trails and shit. And we were in my Uncle Mike and my Aunt Sandy's, Aunt Susie's Jeep, and Granny and Susie were in the back drinking beer, standing up, holding onto the rail, drinking beer. And Mike was in the front drinking beer, and I was shotgun, and I was probably 11, 12.
You were also
and we
drinking
went,
beer.
No, I wasn't. Night sneaking sometimes. Not that trip. I was pretty good that trip. I won the best grandson award that year. And anyways, we went down there was a hill that went straight down. So my grandma said, she's like, "You're the best grand." She was all tipsy, and she knew she had other grandsons now because you were just born, but she didn't know you. She's like, "You're the best."
Wow.
This is before McKinnon was born or anything.
Okay, yeah, but people still don't like McKinnon. I'm just kidding. We love McKinnon sometimes.
But anyways, so we went down this fucking big ass hill, and like you go down, it's probably 30 feet down, and then it's just a dip, and then you have to fucking hit it fast and go up the top to make it to the top. And fucking Mike fucking did it, dude. And he hit it hard, and fucking was like, and we almost didn't make it. We made it to the top, and we looked back, and Aunt Susie was gone, dude. And she was and they like hopped out and ran down to her, and we were at the top of the hill, and I got on the CB and started calling everyone. I'm like, my Aunt Susie fell out. Yeah.
She's dead.
This kid definitely would survive in a fucking chaos. He knew exactly what to do, which was cool. But She was laying face down in the sand, holding her beer up. She didn't spill fucking any of it, dude.
Yeah,
and she was mostly fine. She was a little dizzy and shit, but she drank and was good. She said she was cleaning sand out of her ears for like a week.
Our family is top tier, falling over and not spilling beer.
Yeah.
Apparently me too. I got my legs, like, I was jumping up in the air, and then Taylor, like, kicked my legs out from underneath me. I fell face down, beer in hand, tapped the bottom of it to the ground, didn't drop it though.
It's the effect that alcohol has in your brain when you're drinking. It's the most important thing. So your instincts, your pure instincts are going to tell you,
hold that beer.
I can eat shit. This beer needs to stay right side up.
I don't think I've ever actually spilt the beer except for the one time where I got in a fight and I was drinking a beer and this kid came over and tapped the bottom of my beer can. So I literally just grabbed my beer can, boom, right on the side of his head.
I've spilled lots of beers. I've thrown full beers at people, which is funny.
Robert jumped here on my leg and got me.
Yeah. See,
She dumped boiling water.
Not on purpose.
So this is the same kind of situation. We went to her friend's house that she wanted to go
We
to.
were at Garrett King's house. It was
Your friend that you wanted to go to. And freaking Jordan Harding bumped my ass, and I had a beer in my hand, and when he bumped me, it was the tiniest little bit of beer. And it landed on her, and she fucking set off her alcohol monitor.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and she went to jail, dude. I fucking was terrible.
Even beer touching your skin?
Again, we were wild in our 20s, dude. We're sober now. We've been multiple years. Jessica's about to have 4 years.
No shit? Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I remember. What are you at? You're at 2 or 3, aren't you?
Two.
2?
I hope they make French hot.
Yeah, but I had a period where I had 3 years sober. And Jessica wasn't. Yeah, you finally beat me.
I was like 2 or 3 years
Now I got to get her
sober.
drunk so I can pass her up again.
True love right there.
You just never get past 5.
Fucking, I was like 2-3 years sober from drinking because I was a pretty bad drunk when I was like 14 to 16.
No way.
Any drunk's bad at 14, let's be real. But we all were.
Yeah, I mean,
Jessica wasn't.
you ever think about that, by the way? Like, normal teenagers...
I wasn't terrible at 14. I was just starting to pretty experiment more than just on a rare occasion.
Wait, how old were you when you first started, like, smoking?
Weed, the first time I ever smoked, I was like 12.
12? Okay. You ever find it odd that, like...
My little brother Jarrett smoked it. Well, no, I was probably... Yeah, it was like 12, 13. Jarrett was like 11.
Yeah, I want to say I was like, I think I was 10 years old, 11 years old. I did a gravity bong for my first time ever smoking weed. Holy fuck.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
a terrible
died.
way to go on your first
Oh,
round.
dude, and we were in a car, so we hotboxed the shit out of it.
Yeah.
And my mom came pick me up, and I was like, fuck, my mom's on my way. I gotta get eye drops and gum and deodorant. So spray myself with cologne.
Yeah, because I'm sweating the weed out, dude.
Well, I sprayed myself with cologne so I didn't smell like weed, and then put eye drops in it. I started chewing gum.
Yeah.
My mom
Doesn't
picked me
work.
up. Huh?
It doesn't.
It doesn't work. No, my
No.
mom picked me up. I get in the car. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna pass. Like, I'm so slick with it. My mom looked at me and she goes, "You're stoned as fuck right now, aren't you?" And I was like, "How'd you know?" And she was like,
Obvious.
"Yeah, pretty much." And then we got home and she knew I put my skateboard in the back of the truck, but she knew I was stoned. It was my first time smoking, so she was like, "Calloway, where's your skateboard?"
Oh, no.
And I literally had the biggest heart attack of my entire life. I was like, "No, I left it out front of the truck."
Dude, we went so I was probably...
Never knew I was
I think it was like 15 or 16, and like we smoked, but like it was like a thing. You had to know a guy to get it. Like you had to know a guy to get it from someone, and then the guy that knew the guy didn't actually even know the guy. He knew another guy probably, but he was cool as fuck because he knew where to get it.
Yeah.
And there was one guy in town that everyone knew that you would get it from, and it was good stuff, but you couldn't talk about him, and you had to be invited to his house, and it was like a whole fucking ordeal. And looking back now, we all became friends with him. He was way older than us, but like we partied when he was an adult and I was a teenager. It's probably problematic, but anyways, so we fucking... I got invited to the guy's house for the first time, and there was like 15 kids at my buddy Eric's house, and like guys and girls, and we were all gonna like get stoned together. I think we were getting an eighth. We were just gonna smoke it all in one session, which we did.
Yeah.
But when we went over there, he like had this 5-foot gravity bong.
Oh no.
no, it was just a regular bong, but it was a flex bong, so it was made out of flexible material,
yeah.
and so you plug it
Out of
up
dicks.
when it's full,
Silicone
and it
dicks.
sucks tight, and then when they pull their finger out, shotguns it all. Dude, that was probably the most stoned I've ever, still to this day, ever been in my life. But I was like, cool, I was chill with that. I was like, fuck yeah, I met the guy, dude.
I started smoking with homegrown weed.
Yeah.
And then I threw a party at my house when I was like 15.
Oh yeah, you just fucking, I'm rebelling.
Yeah.
I'm rebelling.
Yeah. And there was a group of people outside, like, just huddled up in a corner with a bong, and I was like, oh, I've never hit on a bong before, but, you know, I have a pretty good tolerance. I did not. It's like, shit.
Bongs are so different.
And I went over there, and they were like, you've never smoked out of a bong before? And I was like, no. And they were like, oh my gosh, what was it called? They were like, snap the bowl.
Yeah, snap the bowl.
And I was like, what does that mean? And they were like, just
keep
follow
hitting
along,
it
just
until
follow along. And I was like, okay, well, I have a pretty big tolerance. It's fine. Dispensary weed, too.
If anybody ever tells you...
from Arizona, it's not as good.
If anybody ever tells you to snap the bowl and you're like, I don't know what that is, and they're like, just go along with it, do not go along with it, because you will get so fucked off your ass.
Well, my mom caught me that time, too. We got back to the house, and I was like, I met the guy. He told me I can buy weed from him now. Like, I'm in the fucking clique and everyone. I'm like, yeah, what's up? I brought the weed, guys. I'm all stoned and cool. And then, like, right when I sit down, we're laughing. I remember I just said something funny. We're all laughing. I'm like, life is good. And the door fucking tap, tap, tap.
Oh, no.
And someone
and
opens it. All like three kids went to, like, what's up? That's probably so-and-so. And I open it, and I just hear, is Robert here?
Oh,
like,
shit.
fuck, dude. And my buddy Peyton just looked at me and was like, and I was like, no, dude. And she, like, I walked through the door and she knew instantly. She's like, why your eyes look like that? I was like, because I'm really high right now. I didn't even try to lie. Just fucking folded, dude.
My mom was a gangster when I got, like, greened out after I hit out of that bong. And my mom was like, you know, they lace that stuff. And I was like, Mom, I'm dying. And she was like, you probably are, but we can't take you to the hospital. You're underage. And I was like, fuck.
Dude, we fucking did that to a girl named Grace once. We got her so fucking stoned. First time smoking, and she smoked like 3 bowls out of the bong. And then she was super stoned, and we gave her the Rojo eye drops that burn.
Yep.
And she put one in one night. She's like, what is that? And we're like, oh, fuck, that's acid, dude. She's like, what? I've never done acid. And we're like, yeah. And she's like, what do I do? And we're like, you gotta put it in your other eye or you're gonna fucking trip out. She's like, I don't want it. It burns. And she fucking did it and put it. And then my buddy Eric's mom was in the living room, and she's like, you guys are so fucking rude.
we had a buddy, Dalen, which you know Dalen.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dalen, I'm calling you out right now.
Hey, Dalen, what's he look like?
He's like tall with black hair, super wavy. He's just a tall little guy.
I think I know Dalen, but he's got red hair.
Yeah, Dalen's tall.
He's a
like
tall little
6'2".
guy.
He's like tall, 6'2".
Oxymoron?
Have I met him?
Yeah, you've met Dalen.
Dalen.
We call him the Crash Out King.
Oh.
Yeah, Dalen.
That's a great name.
No, well, he always crashes out, and like he'll full-heartedly admit it too. Like he'll sit there and he'll look at us and he'll be like, "Boys, I'm about to crash out," and then he'll just full-on
What do you
rampage.
mean crash out? Like he's gonna break shit?
No, like he just gets overly pissed and upset about like tiny shit. Like he'll just get
having a meltdown,
Dude,
but
no,
we're adults, so we can't say that.
No, dude, no. I have a buddy that does that, and he's full up honest, nicest guy in the world. But when he does get mad, it's like he is fucking pissed, dude. He will break something, and then he'll be like, "Fuck, I broke that."
And then he's even more
but
mad.
He's straight up like, he's like, "Yeah, dude, I just have meltdowns sometimes." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, he's my favorite person." Honestly,
Fuck yeah,
he's one of the coolest dudes in the world.
But Dalen
told me a story about like he was playing golf bad in Hawaii, and he just fucking bent his club and fucking threw it in a tree or some shit. He's like, the kid I was with was like.
But Dalen, and I'm sorry, Dalen had a cross tattoo on his back that was really shittily done, and it's all like wiggly and missing fucking sections of it and shit. Cause yeah, he was 12. I think he was 12 years old, and we gave him tea. We were at my buddy Q's house, and we gave him tea, and we're like, yeah, dude, like we're just drinking tea. Oh no. Shroom tea.
Oh, nice.
And we're like, yeah, dude, we're just drinking.
That's fucking so terrible.
We're like, yeah, dude, we're just drinking tea. Like, don't worry about it, bro. And he's like, oh, shit. Like, did you make me some? We're like, yeah, we made you some. And he was like, it's just normal tea, right? Like, I know you guys party. I know you guys, like, pop pills and do drugs. Like, there's nothing in my tea. And we're
I saw you taking them Percocets.
And we were like, nah, dude, we didn't put shit in your tea. And then we gave it to him, waited like 45 minutes to an hour, and he's just like on the couch.
That's fucked up. You're like,
so then we went up to him and we're like, yo, Dalen, we got a tattoo gun. You want a tattoo? And he was like, I'm so down for that. I'm so down. So we gave him a cross tattoo on his back, and it came out like absolute shit. He still has it to this day.
Well, yeah, their tattoos are permanent.
Well, I figured he'd get it covered up now. Like, now he's got tattoos.
You guys are just lucky he's a down motherfucker.
Oh, dude, he's down.
Gotten sued.
Hardcore. Dalen is like, we call him the Crash Out King, but that kid is just absolutely down for anything. Yeah. Like, I could call him right now and be like, dude, let's go steal a car, outrun the cops, and just hightail it to Mexico. And he'd be like, dude, let me pack my favorite shirt first and my dab pen. Like,
it sounds like this guy needs to set boundaries, dude.
No, he just oddly trusts us a lot, which isn't good. And then one night we made Connor and Dalen, we made both of them smoke a shitload of weed. And Connor and Dalen were like the young kids of our group. Like, we were all 15 and they were like 12, 13 still.
Yeah, so adolescents.
So we lived in Q's garage and there was like 15 of us and we're all just smoking a shitload of weed. And
I thought you were going to say cigarettes. I'm like,
we're badass. But we had mattresses all on the floor because we're all just coked out of our mind doing pills and smoking weed. So we're just assing out on this.
You guys are having an orgy.
Exactly. And fucking, we made Dalen and Connor grab pool noodles and get stoned as fuck and drunk as shit, like crossfaded as fuck. And we made them beat each other with pool noodles, and every time one would fall off the mattress, like one of the 10 dudes that was there would just kick him back onto the mattress. But yeah, and then we made another girl cry because we jumped around her screaming nightmare when she was on a bunch of perks and Molly.
Dude, one time fucking
nightmare.
One time we took all these mushrooms and we were probably 16 and it was me, Eric, Peyton, Cody, Mason, and we all took an 8 each. And we were like fucking, because back then we just took an 1/8 of mushrooms. Like, none of this, like, hey, let me eat one mushroom. So you didn't know there was moderation. We're like, if we don't take an 1/8, it's not going to work.
Dude, it's all or nothing. It really is.
It really was. And there were some insane times. But so we took all these mushrooms, and then we just thought it would be a great idea to throw a party.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is going to go great.
It was fucking terrible. Me and Cody and Mason got completely overwhelmed. So we went and locked ourselves in Eric's bedroom, and we were just in there staring at the Halo game. We weren't even playing. It was just on, and we were staring. Sometimes we'd move the guy. And
how it is on
Eric and Peyton stayed in the same seats in the living room the entire time. And fucking Eric was telling Peyton, blood, I see blood. And Peyton's like, fuck you, Eric, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Like, we could hear him from the living room, and everyone just came and partied at the house. And fucking threw a party and left, and I never talked to anyone. I snuck out to go pee a couple times. And Mason took the mushrooms, and immediately, like, once we got in the room, he just put his head under his fucking, in a sleeping bag.
Oh, and did?
Dude, we didn't hear from him. We were all just sitting there talking for, like, probably, I don't know, 6 hours, it felt like, dude. And then finally he pokes his head up and we're like, whoa, Mason, do you have a good nap? And he's like, dude, I'm fucking freaking out.
Dude, we used to purposely give ourselves bad trips just to see who could handle it.
That's terrible. I hate people.
Well, because we just wanted to see if we could handle a bad trip. So we took a shitload of shrooms. I think we also ate like an 1/8 of shrooms each, just because now you have all these kids that are like, okay, you get this cap and I'll get this stem, and they like trade it off and start easy. Me and my friend group, we're like, okay, we have a bottle of Xannies and shrooms. Let's take both and then drink.
Let's fall asleep.
And yeah, exactly. And
so you ever slept on hallucinogenics?
It's so trippy.
It is weird.
So weird.
It's like lucid dreaming. You're
You're
like in and out of dreams, and you almost can't tell what's
real and what's not. It's super trippy.
Horrible.
It is kind of. It gets to a point where you want to sleep, and you're like, "Fuck this,"
and you can't.
Dude.
You're like literally sitting there.
And then you go into the bathroom to pee, and then you're like, because you drink so much fucking water the night before, and then you like look at yourself in the mirror, and you get stuck in there for like 30 minutes, like what?
Shit like that is exactly.
Well, I'm talking about acid. That's what acid. That's the
is
come
crazy.
down on acid.
Yeah, it is, dude.
It's fucking 9 hours later and things are still moving. You're like, okay.
But
dude.
we googled a bunch of videos online that were like how to give your friends bad trips on
that's so
shrooms.
fucking mean, dude.
And we took
I
as
see
many-
you probably the wrong guys. We'd fucking beat your ass, dude.
No.
We
This was
fight
just
for
like-
the death, dude.
This was like me, Quentin, Brian, and Braxton,
Yeah.
and we were all doing it for a scientific reason.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to see if we
You
could.
guys
handle
work
it.
for the fucking CIA.
So we fucking sat there and we put this like scary ass video on. I can't remember what it's called, but it started out with a doctor holding a human heart, a
I
real
thought you were
heart.
gonna say a dick. I was like,
No, no,
what?
no.
That would give me a bad trip, dude.
And the heart was pumping. And it was just a bunch of like super gory, fucked up videos.
fucking
And they like randomly throw like a random like screaming ghost in the video that just pop up and scream at you. And
What the fuck is wrong with you guys?
we got so fucked, and we're like sitting on the couch and we're all like, oh
Dude.
fuck, like tweaking the fuck out. We filmed ourselves and everything. It was great.
Wait.
And then Q came in with an airsoft gun, and he fucking shot all of us in the kneecaps with airsoft guns because he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take a piss," and that did not help our trip.
What you guys should have done is pulled some money together to buy a shack, and then you could have had people sign contracts and charge them to let you do that to them. Because there's places like that, dude. Like what's this fucking in Tennessee? There's something manor.
Yeah, the
people go to and they get tortured, dude.
McCamey Manor.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like you guys could have been those psychos.
I went on an autistic deep dive
Yeah,
into that
dude.
place. I was so intrigued.
I read about it because I was like, what the fuck?
Sierra,
This
I have a
shouldn't
new
be
business
legal.
plan.
No.
Do you want to hear about my business plan?
No, we
My
don't.
Sure.
business idea?
Yeah.
My new business idea is that we get a bar and open up a bar, right?
No,
And
my
then
dad
we-
owned a bar, my stepdad, and he didn't make any money.
just hear me out. This is how we make money. We gotta be different. We put a boxing ring in the bar.
They have
and then-
those.
That's fucking
You
bad.
just
He
killed
just
his
ruined-
dreams.
killed
That was
my
his
dreams.
whole plan.
They don't
I'm
have
going
one
home.
here.
That's
They don't have
literally
one
Oh
it.
here.
shit, we're doing it here.
But they don't have one here. That would be legit though. But you'd have to have everyone sign waivers.
Well,
But
yeah.
they do have those in big cities. That you just come out and fucking open fights. Sometimes they host fights. You could rent it out to like local like grappling academies and like Maddox is a part of a
He
grappling
was saying,
academy.
like whoever you could pay.
Yeah,
you
can
could
pay
to
to-
box,
you
and
can
then
pay to
whoever won,
box.
like got
Get
Yeah.
a free pitcher of beer.
Oh well, yeah. Somebody might do that. I mean, some rednecks around here definitely would. But
Oh,
you could
those
do that
ones,
same thing though, and like people can bet on it, and then there'd be prize money and shit like that. And it's not a bad idea, but owning a bar is difficult around here. Everything's
Yeah,
so
well, and
everything's so
everybody's got a brewery
expensive.
and shit too.
Yeah, and this current generation just isn't drinking like the previous.
How they should
generations.
be.
No, it's actually kind of nice, dude. Dude, what is going on with this fucking thing today?
I don't know. I think you need new ones.
Yeah, it's about that time, huh?
You say that every time.
I know. I've been saying it since I opened this thing. Hey, have we hit a year?
A year of what?
Of podcasting?
Podcasting? I don't know. Yeah, it had to be because we're coming up on our family trip, and you started doing
Right before.
right before because I came
It's
over.
getting close.
hmm
It's getting Jessica. Look it up. Look it up. Search it up.
I was gonna say.
Also,
something
search
about
up is rabbit poop edible?
It is edible.
Is it?
Probably. Most poop is. And it's called scat. Okay?
Scat.
It's scat.
I'm gonna make you eat rabbit poop one day, or rabbit scat.
Every time I'm camping from now on,
I'm gonna
I
knock
gotta
out
go
your
scat.
bottom teeth next.
Huh?
Huh?
What? She's threatening me again.
10 months ago.
She can hear you.
10
I was gonna say. I heard you perfectly
10
well.
months ago, so we got
Like
2
the
more
ASMR
months.
channel.
10 months, dude. Coming up on the 1 year, brother.
Do we still have our Canadian friends?
I mean, they are still subscribed.
We're
And
winning.
if you're Canadian, please leave a comment.
Where
sorry
are you
about
from
hockey,
in
bro.
Canada?
You guys, it was our time.
Did we win in hockey?
Yeah, men and women won gold. They beat Canada in both championships.
Oh, fuck. The Canadians are
Pretty-
mad at us.
Yeah,
Well,
they were booing our national anthem.
Yeah,
So we
dude,
had
and
to-
we,
Did they
and
boo
we
our
took that
national
personally,
anthem?
dude. Like
Uh-huh.
Michael Jordan, we were like,
Yeah.
we took that personally, and
No
so
way.
we haven't.
That person-
I don't think we've lost to Canada since they booed our fucking national anthem.
Oh my
But
god.
USA.
but to be fair, we beat them at their sport, and then we just had the World Baseball League or whatever, and I think Venezuela just beat the U.S. in the championship.
Didn't we
so-
just
Oh,
like
shit.
kidnap their
But
president?
half of their players were from America, so.
What are you talking about?
Venezuela, didn't
Oh
we just
no, yeah,
kidnap?
we totally.
Yeah, we
well,
just
no,
kidnapped their
okay,
parent.
we didn't kidnap
their
him.
parent.
We arrested him. He had international warrants, bro.
Did he really?
Yeah, and he told the president to come get me, And so
we fucking got him.
He went and got him, dude. I mean, yeah.
USA is very
Trump.
fuck around and find out.
Yeah, right now they are.
Or like stay psyched.
Right now
USA is just
when Biden was president, we weren't. But
USA is just
we need to find
a
balance between the two. You know, we can't be really extreme one way. We need to be, but to be fair, that operation, there was no U.S. casualties. They fucking went into the country and fucking took out a base and captured the president and left without a single civilian casualty. Yep. One team.
It was. I think it was a team of 4. Yeah. It was like 4 or 7 people.
And Venezuelans in both Venezuela and in the U.S. have been celebrating because the guy was an evil dictator. Like everyone wanted him gone. The UN had warrants against him, but ironically, the American left marched in the streets with signs saying "Free." It's essentially the equivalent of saying "Free Hitler." We captured Hitler, it's pretty ridiculous. It's the same thing as the No Kings protest. They were all walking with like hands off Iran and waving the Iranian flag. You know what you didn't see on the news was the very next day, thousands of Iranians fucking marched in Washington D.C. shouting "Thanks Trump, thanks Trump, thanks Trump." Like the actual Iranian Persian people. It's because they're Persians. They were Persia until fucking the revolution in the 70s.
Well, and what people don't understand is that all these countries that we're supposedly going after, they're all dictators. They're all people that are ruining their own country.
It's a weird so yes, they're terrible oppressive dictators and they need to be removed, and everyone knows that. The problem is the liberals, well, for one, they hate Trump. So anything he does, they're afraid of losing all power, because if he has a win, he shouldn't have won both elections. And his win proves that somebody can get to the people that they control. Mm-hmm. And so they think if he has any good success, they're fucked, which they probably are. But he also is doing it for his own personal gain. He's highly invested in the oil industry. And we took Venezuela, we took out their president, and we took all their oil,
everything.
And then now Iran, one of the biggest producers in oil, it's like, if we can restore the Persian government, there's a prince of Persia, a legit prince of Persia that is the rightful. His family was the ruling family when the revolution happened in the 70s. And the thing that's weird about Iran is Iran was a very Western nation. Like, if you look at pictures of people back then, they dressed like they did in the U.S. They had pop culture, rock and roll. Yeah. And they started with liberal policies that led to socialism and communism then they found themselves with a fucking religious dictator.
Well, liberals just suck.
Yeah, well,
sorry, liberals.
The Communist Manifesto.
I'm not sorry.
The Communist Manifesto, which was, I think, came out in 1885. Jessica, when did the Communist Manifesto come out?
When did the Communist Manifesto come out?
We have our high tech here.
February 21st, 1848.
1848. So a little before I knew it was the 1800s, but it literally describes how to take over. And then there's been other the secret police in Russia, the KGB.
Oh, yeah.
There's a video of an ex-KGB guy that defected to the U.S. back in the 80s describing how they use progressive and liberals to run their revolutions, and then as soon as they get the power, they toss them to the side. People don't even realize, dude.
Liberals need to do research.
We're not serious. So you might fact check me. I'm just making shit up, dude.
It's just like that one. If Google is a guy skits.
Yeah.
Right. Well, there was a skit where he did liberals, and it was like, "Are vaccines bad for my baby?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "I have 200 files that say that it's not bad for your kid, and I have one paragraph that says it's bad." And she took the one paragraph. It was like, I knew I was right.
Did you guys hear about the CIA files that came out?
On Epstein?
No, on Project Artichoke.
No.
And so I think the first files were from 1953, and it's literally files of them starting this artichoke program. They don't say that they do any of the things in there. They're saying these are tests that they should run. And it all involves secretly adding drugs and poisons and stuff into our food and our vaccines and in small doses in our drinks and everything like that. And if they can gain mind control over it. So
did you get the vaccine?
No.
Shit.
You're the only one. I don't think anybody in our family
I
does,
had
right?
to go to Mexico and to get home.
Yeah, you should have stayed home back then. Yeah.
I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
I did not have a choice.
Yeah, you didn't. That sucks.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be able to be
No, you'll
controlled
probably
by
be
the
fine.
government.
You'll probably be fine. If you haven't, I mean, you don't know, but you'll
I
probably
never
be
got
fine.
the boosters
Just
or
go get your heart
anything.
checked out. That's the biggest thing. And honestly, it's more like it's worse for men.
It is.
They get myocarditis and stuff like that.
Oh, shit.
Like Did I say that right? No, I can't even. Myocarditis,
that a dog?
carditis, something like that. But anyways, and then they found files from the 70s, like 20 years later, and they did do those experiments
Oh, shit.
on the people, on inmates.
Were you born in the 70s?
No, fuck you, dude. Born in 91, homie. Yeah,
My mom was born in
my mom was born in 1972.
How old are you?
69.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
How am I? 34
34?
or 33?
So,
I'll be 34 in October. I'm gonna be 35. Damn, dude.
so you're 7 years younger than my mother.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Dad.
Well,
And-
to be
and
fair,
Dad.
my dad's only 15 years older than me. So, I mean,
To be fair,
they met as adults and as tweakers, but she was like 22 and he was like 32. Or
your mom
something.
was a tweaker back then?
No, your mom.
Oh, my mom.
My mom
yeah,
was never a
100.
tweaker.
Well, that's why I was so
My
surprised.
mom got pregnant by
Sorry, Mom.
my mom got pregnant by our dad when
She's
they were
gonna watch this and
teenagers.
beat my ass now.
They got pregnant while they were teenagers.
Yeah, and then my mom got
And
pregnant.
then dad went downhill after that.
Yeah, well, I think Dad was.
She was the best thing that ever happened to him. She even bought him a car, dude.
No shit.
Yeah. She had a job, and back then, a job at Kmart. She had a job at Kmart right out, like
that
she was
paid
18. Dude, back then it paid good. You
Uh-huh.
could have a fucking house and a vehicle making $300 a week. You know?
And then my dad just like ran away.
Yeah. Well, he did.
He only
He was
enjoyed
partying.
he only enjoyed having a kid when they're like what? Probably born to about 1 year old, and then he was just out.
No, I think when the fact that he raised Annabelle is when he fell in love with having a kid.
Karen.
And he got older, and then that's why it was such a big deal when he had Kaysen, because he had been such a shit dad to all of his other kids,
Well, except
and
for
he was
Annabelle.
old, and knowing all of his kids were grown, and he thought it was gonna be, and then all of a sudden he was having another kid, and plus he had just got a divorce, and he didn't get to see Annabelle hardly ever or Jeremy, and so
And
when
he
he had
loved
Kaysen,
Annabelle.
he was like, I'm gonna do this, but the thing is, he was fucking in the midst of using drugs, you know, so.
So that
But when they took Kaysen, that's what got him.
yeah, threw him over. But
Don't do drugs.
don't do drugs, children.
Unless you're at a rave, get them tested, and then you can.
Or if you're at the sanctuary of your own home with a trusted.
I feel like they
person.
should have. I feel like raves and concerts and shit should just be legal drug zones. Like,
Yeah,
like they.
like
I mean,
smart
they have
drug
medical
zones.
and shit. You can go at like big raves. You can take your drugs up and get them tested at the medical tent, and then go back and use your drugs, and no, you won't get reported or anything. But I think that they should make a law and just like fucking let them do it. These guys are just fucking doing their thing, dude.
Oh, we watched a
Let them
documentary
do it.
about San Francisco and Oakland, California.
We did.
Yeah. Which one?
And yes, we did. And it was about how the government will actually pay the homeless people to do drugs and like stay homeless. They pay them
Yeah.
to do that, and then because San Francisco is a scientific state now, where they're seeing how far a population can or how far the community can pretty much just fall downhill. And
Well, that's kind of what what that Project Artichoke
yeah,
that I was
Artichoke.
talking about. There's also stuff back in the the 70s or 60s. I think there's a documentary. I can't remember what it's about. And it's about there's a book too, but it's about this pharmacist or something where you could get drugs in San Francisco. But it was like a front for the CIA, and they were fucking experimenting on people. They're getting them like all fucking dosed up on acid and seeing what would happen to them and shit. Dude, they were on a huge kick about trying to control minds back in the fucking day. They were watching too many of those old black and white. Look at that! Oh, that's a realist fucking alien.
It's because
It's like a shit that's hanging from the
during
string.
the war with the Nazis, fucking Hitler used to dope all of his soldiers up, and
Also Hitler was experimenting on humans. The what is it, Goober? There's a fucking doctor something with Goober or something.
yeah,
I'll tell you later, but I'll look his name up. But it's super fucking cool name, actually. Like, he sounds like a villain, like an evil dude. Yeah, dude, he does. Hans Gruber.
Hans Gruber. Yeah, he does sound like a villain.
But he like was doing a bunch of experiments on humans and shit. And there's a lot of conspiracy that the United States hired a lot of those ex-Nazis after the World War II that were doing experiments like this and started running their own experiments and stuff. And that's why they moved so many people to Argentina and they were allowed to be there. Because there's a huge German population in Argentina. Because all the Nazis fled to Argentina afterwards. Because they didn't extradite.
Well, like in the...
That's why there's all blonde haired. Their whole soccer team's like blonde haired.
But in the Nazi war, the soldiers... There's like a statement that you can go online and it says that like some of the surviving soldiers that wrote journals down and stuff, they say like we would watch the same like group of Nazis storm the streets for 5 days straight, and then they'd all collapse and fall down and die, and a new group would come in, and it's because he was giving them a bunch of like speed and shit.
Well, yeah, he was. They were all on meth, and he was too. Hitler had a cocktail. He had a personal doctor that followed him around and kept him dosed up on drugs for like 10 years.
Holy shit.
And he also fucking... What you're saying is right. So when they started losing, they had suffered the loss in France and the United States after Pearl Harbor had joined. Yeah. And Eisenhower, who later on became president, was like in command in the European front. And they took back France and shit. They used a decoy. So they like there was one spot where they thought they were going to cross. Like, because it looked like the most strategic place to cross. Yeah. And they knew Germany was probably spotting that place out because they're not stupid. So the United States and the English, they made inflatable, like, trucks and stuff.
Oh, I do know about it.
Like,
tanks.
Pretended like they were fucking moving in on that space. So Hitler moved all of his forces to this place.
And they flamed, didn't they?
To the Iron Curtain or whatever. And then they invaded France and they took back France, on D-Day. Yeah. And that was huge. And that flipped it. The same exact time Hitler was fucking on the Eastern Front, fighting in Russia. He was trying to conquer Russia, and he attacked Stalingrad, and they held out in Stalingrad forever. And the winter came in, and they were fucking dominated. They decimated it, but Russia was still in it,
Yeah.
And Hitler wanted it, and it wasn't even strategic. It didn't make sense to get it, but it was Joseph Stalin's name was in the town, so he thought it would be an insult to him. It was his fucking drugged up ego. And so when they should have retreated multiple times, people were freezing and getting frostbite and dying, their own soldiers. He kept sending more fucking people in there to this futile thing. And he stretched himself too thin. And then once the Allies broke through to Germany, it was fucking over, dude.
More of the story is that in BO2...
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. But in Black Ops 2, Call of Duty with zombies, right? In the beginning scene where it shows all the Germans creating the zombies, and that's how the outbreak broke out, is based on true events.
True events. Look it up.
True events. Look it up.
Back in the day before internet, people just lied. It was just like, this is what happened. Everyone was like, oh, fuck, really? And then that guy started lying to everyone. He didn't even know he was lying.
Oh, man.
Really bad game of telephone.
Dude, we're fucked now. We can look everything up, dude.
You
can't even lie to anyone anymore.
I know. You can't
you can lie way better now with AI.
Yeah.
Look, this is me at the gym.
After
this is
fishing,
me.
and he was like, hey,
God,
let me show you this picture of this fish I caught. And he shows me, I was like, wow, that's a big fish. And he's like, yeah, look at this one. And it's the same exact pose, like to a T. And I'm like, is that AI? And he was like, no.
My cousin Forrest was here, dude. And he was sitting in that chair right there, and like it was around Christmas, so we had the tree there.
Forrest.
And he just came over and we got super fucking baked, and I like took a photo of him because I knew I had AI, and then I made it make him kissing a dude. And it made the most legit, real fucking photo of Forrest kissing a guy.
Oh my
God. And it looked so legit. They were just making out on the couch, and I sent it to him, and he's like, "Fuck you, dude." He's like, "I'm gonna fucking sue you." And I was like.
Duly noted that you can do that.
Like, dude, you're the one kissing on my couch, bro.
Dude, you're the one kissing on my dude.
Dude, you saw that photo of I did that job at the funeral home.
Yeah.
And the lady fucking took us in the back, and she like was walking us back there. She's like, "Sorry, I didn't have time to put the body away." And we were like, "What?" and like we went back in there, dude, and sure as shit, like me and then she kept leaving us in there. It was just two of us. And it was literally a body on a table with the fucking sheet over it, just laying there. She was like, it's on the table, and at the bottom, there's a drain that dumps into this giant sink that flushes like a toilet.
All the blood and shit.
And Yeah, and so we just were working next to this dead body.
Did it smell marnar?
It smelled like fluoride.
Oh, did it?
Like, it smelled like the chemicals
Yeah.
they used to embalm. Yeah, they even have this little rack that they can put the body on to stand it up when they're dressing it.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, no, it was definitely an experience. If it would have been just me, it probably would have been weird. Like, since there was two of us, we're like, this is fucking kind of cool, dude. But yeah, everyone's like, did you look? I'm like, no, dude. Like, what if it like moved? You know? What if it was
Like
the
the-
manager just hiding under there to see if
Is
we were
it like
doing
like the autopsy of John Doe or whatever the fuck? Jane
Jane
Doe.
Doe.
Well, John
Yeah.
Doe's the boy version.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jane Doe. It's a. Have
Oh,
you
is
seen
that a
that
show?
movie?
No, I haven't.
It's a movie.
It's a
Oh,
movie
you should
you
watch
need to
it.
watch.
No, is it
You
fucked up? I mean,
It's scary.
I'm
Yeah,
a
it's
good
horror
Christian
it's
father
fucked
now,
up.
dude.
It's called The Autopsy
Yeah.
of Jane Doe. It's fucked up.
Yeah.
But it's a good movie, though.
It's a good
Dude,
movie. You should watch
I
it.
made
It's
my
all
little
about. It's all
cousin
about.
watch
It's
it.
all about
Yeah.
Jesus.
He did not
you're a
enjoy
fucking
it.
liar, dude.
No, I'm
We
not.
should watch The Passion of Christ.
Christ. Or what's the new one that they just came out with about David?
Oh yeah, I've seen that, but I haven't seen it.
They
If that
did a
makes
live.
sense.
Well, you've seen
You know,
clips of it.
speaking of things that were born by miracles. Ted, have you seen that show?
Like Talking Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, watch season 2. That show's fucking hilarious.
Seriously? He's
What?
born by miracle.
Well, you remember that? remember
He's
that?
like, that show is
You
straight
remember
from
that
God.
episode where he's like, "I'm Jesus." He's like,
I-
how else do you explain
my-
my birth?
My favorite clip that just floats on my phone every time I go on it is him running down the street with a purple dildo on. And him being like, "Start the fucking car! What is that thing? A purple dick!" Like, that's my favorite part of that show.
It's
Have
a
you
good
seen
show.
Ted?
No.
Oh my god,
If
we're
you
watching
guys-
it tonight.
if you guys-
Wait,
Oh, you know what you need to do. You
the
guys,
show?
you
or
guys,
the-
The show, not the movie.
you guys,
Oh,
you
okay.
guys need to hurry up, scrounge some money up, and buy tickets to Reggae Rise Up.
What's that?
It's a 3-day fucking reggae festival. It's going to be at the fairgrounds.
What's reggae?
I would love to see Calloway at a
Dude,
fucking
you
reggae.
will have a blast. Reggae is like the fucking best music on the planet, dude.
What is it?
It's the only concert that nobody gets arrested at.
Dirty Head.
Like, everyone is just fucking having a good time.
I've played reggae around the house a couple. You know what? I can't lie. I enjoyed turning on some fucking reggae. When I
It's
sing
good,
my
dude.
house.
It's good.
Like,
It's
what are we
it's
listening to?
it's just
I'm like,
fucking
art.
good. It's like acoustic guitars and bongo drums and keyboards, dude.
Bung.
Dude, it's fucking a good time. Nobody listens to you because you know when you go to a big country concert, like everyone's getting drunk and in a fight.
Yeah, that's the
everyone.
best part
There's
of going
always
to
a-
a country
No,
concert.
not when you're fucking just trying to have a good time and you're older.
I
Like,
only
don't
go
give a
to
shit.
get
I've
in a
seen
fight.
enough fights, dude. I watch them on TV now.
You'll grow out of it.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
I don't think I will.
No, but anyways, 3-day reggae. We got a campsite. So
Just kidding.
if you guys want to come down for one of the nights, it's fucking. We went last year. There's 20,000 people there.
It's just at the fairgrounds?
3 days.
We're camping.
We're camping the whole time. And Timmy was fucking drunk and
How
he
much
bought
is it?
tickets and a camp spot. He spent like $400. I told him to wait till he's sober.
Fucking- I miss Timmy.
At least come Saturday night.
Timmy, I miss you.
Timmy,
Timmy.
I miss you, Timmy.
Timmy. He sent me a photo of
I
him.
wish
and his-
Scrooge would have brought that turkey over.
He,
Poor Timmy died in a heaping mess.
Are you talking about from fucking
Christmas Carol?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Christmas Carol. God, dude. Fucking Timmy sent me a
Literary
photo.
gold, dude.
Timmy sent me a photo of him and his kids out on a boat fishing the other day.
Oh yeah,
And then,
he tried to get me to go, but what were we doing?
Why didn't you go? You should have went.
We had something going on.
I wish he
think
called
we
me.
were
I would've gone.
I think we were riding dirt bikes with family, or we were at a soccer game.
I would come ride dirt bikes, but I don't have a dirt bike to ride.
You ride mine.
What is yours?
It's not a big one. I bought the 110 and the 50 for the kids, so I got a 125 to putt around on. But I need to buy a 250.
You need to get a
I'm
450.
buying it. No, I don't need a
I'm not
450. I'll
allowed
hurt
to.
my-
450 is
I'll
the way
hurt
to
my
go,
feelings.
dude.
Since
450.
No, they're not, dude. Everyone that says I need a 450, most of them don't even need a 450.
Dude, I ride
Just
450.
a 250 for riding with my kids is gonna be perfect. Maybe a 300.
No,
I mean, I might get a 450.
450.
But
They're
it's just-
honestly really
it's
controllable.
so heavy though, dude. And like, I know I'm a big guy, but I don't want to have to work that much to ride. You know. Timmy rode that your brother's 450. Remember, he couldn't start it. He needed to have me fucking. He made me switch bikes because I was on the 250
remember-
behind him.
You remember?
And then he couldn't start it. He was trying, and the bike was almost falling over. He's like breathing all hard, and he's like, "Here, take it." And I hopped on and started it first try.
You remember when Michael brought his 450 out to the campsite?
Yeah,
That bike was fun.
yeah, and all the elders were like pissed off.
Yeah.
Ask me why I'm not allowed to ride anymore.
Oh, Sierra's not allowed to ride.
You can ride my daughter's bike.
She almost
It's 110
killed me.
and it's an automatic.
I did not almost kill him.
Sierra almost killed me. Dude,
yeah.
No, but I almost did.
No.
We
dude,
put it on a 450
There's a shirt
quad.
that I fucking sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. There's a shirt that I want to get. And it says it's not gonna suck itself. It's gonna narrow down. I just think that's funny.
We go to the dunes, right? Like we all go to the dunes and we ride Corey's quads and he's got like built quads and stuff. Well, we put Sierra on a stock 450.
Gave me a little go-go juice.
Yeah,
too.
well, we gave her a little go-go juice. And we're sitting there, and we even put like the throttle down, like the little screws, so she can't fully
tighten it down.
Yeah, she can't fully do it. Well, she's doing donuts. We're all hammered on baby quads, like 100cc quads, doing wheelies up and down at like 1 a.m.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
And it's so fun. And
it was fun
when we go into our wheelie at 1 o'clock in the morning, there's no lights out there. So when we go up and our headlights point up, we don't know what's in front of us. We're just expecting we're still on the dunes. Well, Sierra is going around on her quad and just going brap, brap, and just doing donuts around us the whole time. So we can't see her at all. And then she gave in, caught, and then she almost flipped the quad over full wheelie. But she brought it down. And then that didn't stop her. The go-go juice took over.
That just pumped her up even more, dude. Her heart started going. She's like, I might have died, but I didn't.
So she started going faster. Just brap, brap. And eventually,
just rebelling, dude.
Steven put his kid's quad down, his child quad. He dumped it down from wheelie. And next thing we know, Sierra comes bailing in and just slams into the front wheel of his quad.
He gave like a little love tap to the tires.
But
the tires tapped
she's calling you a bitch,
but
dude.
The day
like he's a little puss.
But earlier that day, we all went quadding. Coop, Steven, me, Connor, and Connor. And Cooper ran his quad into the front of Steven's ram bar with the tire. He tried to turn, so the tire bent the entire rim in.
Dude.
So the next morning, we knew she was drunk and she wasn't going to remember the whole story. So the next morning, we were like, Sierra, look at what you did to our quad. It was like the most expensive quad that was there, too.
My fucking heart dropped to my toes.
It was like all fucking dented and shit.
They were like, yeah, dude, like, Corey was like, how are you going to pay me back for that? And I was like,
dude, that's so funny. And Corey probably played it so straight, too, dude.
I was like, I didn't even hit that tire.
Corey was just dead face, was like, and he went full dad, dude. He went full dad. He was like, I'm not mad, but like, you broke my quad. How are you gonna pay me back for it? And like, we're all like trying to keep our faces straight, and we're just like.
And then this motherfucker tried to tell me that I did actually do some damage. I did not.
I got it for a second though.
Dude,
you'd still say that.
Jessica's Tio Jorge has a 700. I think it's a blaster. The fucker is fast, dude. And
those 700 Raptors.
Dude, Maddox and Riley Ray ride it. They know how to work the clutch and everything, dude. They're fucking ripping on it.
I was driving it. He was Nazrio driving it.
Yeah, it's so funny that I have a picture of Riley Ray and her friend driving the 700, and then Tio Jorge cruising in front of them on the 15. It's just like, fucking this.
Riding with Corey is like one of the craziest experiences ever, because Corey's insanely good at riding. I'm not sure if you knew this about him, but before towing, he was a pro motocross racer along with a pro MTV or whatever it is for the quads.
ATV.
MTV,
bro. It's all Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead.
Pop-up video.
Rob Deerdeck.
You guys are too young for pop-up video, huh?
Yeah, too young for that. But I know who Rob Deerdeck is.
Get that reference, dude.
But
they used to have on MTV and VH1 or one of the two. They would play music videos, and then it would like pop up bubbles, and it would tell you like fucking.
Oh, it tells you the facts,
the
right?
facts about the
okay, I
music
do know what you're talking about.
Artists and stuff, and it's pop-up video.
I know exactly what you're talking about. But with Corey, when you go riding with him, it's not like a riding experience.
I can imagine. So you know Kyle Cohen?
Yeah.
That motherfucker can ride too, dude. I think he thinks he can ride better than he can. He scares the fuck out. We were out back there, and he was on his 500, and he was fucking ripping through the whip sesh, dude, just full throttle, dude. Second, third gear, fucking bop, 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 bop.
Yep.
And the last one, he no helmet, just in a fucking Carhartt jacket, fucking hit that last one and like fucking kicked up like that and rolled like 10 feet on the front wheel and somehow pulled the bike out. And then he looks at me like, oh,
just doesn't stop.
My brother does.
Dude, that's how Corey is, dude. Well, Corey will like we do a bunch of hill climbs and tree shots and stuff.
Yeah.
And like I got really good at wheelies because when we first started going out, I told Corey, I was like, I want to learn how to wheelie. So I shit you not, I spent 7 hours on a beach for a week straight, just learning wheelies. Eventually, I learned them to go up the tree shots, and I was like so stoked with myself. And Corey will hype you up to like he'll literally set you up for failure.
Yeah.
And Corey will
just
fall
for stuff like that too.
Oh, dude! And Corey just comes in. He just comes in. He's on like 2 wheels going down the hill. Pops it up in a wheelie, goes wheelies up, then dumps it down. He's fucking crazy on it. But I remember my first time with the dunes. I've never been. I've never driven a side-by-side. I've never been on a quad. Nothing. We go to the dunes.
Never had a quad or anything?
No, dude, I was
We
too
used to have
poor.
a little three-wheeler. I think it was like a 90 or something.
My mom
back in the day.
My mom got me a quad, like a little baby quad, but it only went like 5 miles per hour.
Three-wheelers are fun. You can drive on 2 wheels for just ever, dude.
Oh, dude, they're fun. But Corey found this little jump, and we're in his wife's side-by-side, which is like her pride and joy. And he's like, all right, Calloway, I want you to hit this jump. And I'm like, dude, I've jumped cars out of the boonies, and that's about it. He's like, it's the same shit, just hit it faster. And I was like, okay. So me and Connor hit it, and we dumped the whole side-by-side on 2 wheels, and we ride it out a little bit, and then it dumps down, and me and him were like, holy fuck, like we got our blood pumping, and Corey was like, I know exactly what you did wrong there. You gotta go faster.
Dude, that's like me.
I believed him, and he was wrong. Do not go faster.
I drove, we were at Eagle Crest playing golf, I think 2 weeks ago, and there's this one hole where it's like a canyon on one side, and it's really steep grass, and my ball, when I drove, I landed down in there. And so I just fucking full blast off this fucking thing, dude. And I caught air, and I fucking went all the way to flat, dude.
Dude, I love driving golf carts. At Forest Lake Club in Pennsylvania, we used to have...
I can't tell if that's you or me. I don't know. Yeah, it is.
But at Forest Lake Club in Pennsylvania, we used to have golf carts and shit. And
Pennsylvania,
and there's this one spot.
Would you like to go to Pennsylvania, Jessica?
It's actually really cool there.
We can watch wrestling there.
It's pretty cool.
They're the best #1 wrestling high school wrestling state.
Like to watch
I know.
Nice could beat their ass. What you mean?
Actually, he did wrestle a kid from Pennsylvania when he wrestled for Team Oregon in Iowa. He wrestled a kid from Pennsylvania. He lost.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. Well, to be fair,
R.I.P.
the kid was 12 and Maddox was 6.
Okay.
And the kid just won state champion at 59 pounds, and he had cut all the way down for a 12U, and he had cut all the way down to 50 pounds, and he wrestled my 6-year-old, who was like 49 pounds. Hey, he did good though. He made it to the second round.
Oh, nice.
He's fucking a little tough.
There's this one spot. It's like a 45-degree incline. It's just straight fucking down. And it's just super bumpy and rocky, and it's a rock crawling hill for people to bring their crawlers out and flex their cars out. And I was like 5 years old, and my mom would let me drive the golf cart down that fucking hill, and we just all the way fucking down it, and then we try and go up it and shit. We destroyed that golf cart. Sorry, Uncle Rob.
My buddy had like Timmy had acreage, and he had a golf cart that we took the muffler off and put diamond plating all over. And it was like, and fucking, we would have the fattest, like, 12v12 airsoft wars. And, like, if one team got to the golf cart first, we'd set it up somewhere. They got the golf cart unless we took it from them.
And, like a chopper.
Yeah, and we'd beat the shit out of each other in the bushes and stuff, dude, hitting each other with sticks and shooting. There's, like, no outs.
No
I didn't get hit. Like, you said ow, dude.
I watched you flinch. Yeah. We used to do that too.
We also used to fucking we had a boxing night. Everyone boxed on
Yeah, we've done that too.
He's fucking Nick Cole's fucking dropped one kid. I can't remember. It might have been Timmy.
My buddy gave me a seizure during our boxing night because we were boxing.
He knocked epilepsy into you.
And right. And he picked me up to drop me on the mattress, but there was a lawnmower right next to the mattress, so the back of my head clanked against the lawnmower motor.
Yeah.
And I just started seizing, and Q, my buddy, he gets up and everybody starts freaking out. They're all like, "Oh my god, he's dying!" And Q's like, "Nah, just give him a second."
Dude, what happened to that kid that used to live next to me? That skateboarded. He lived, like, remember when I lived in that house and that was behind, and then the guy that lived in the house that was kind of attached, but it was in front of our house. This was years ago. He lived with just him and his dad, and he skated all the time. And you totally knew who he was. This is like fucking 10 years ago, though. So dumbass probably doesn't.
At the house right next to
it. I can't. Yeah, the one.
The one over the bridge, right?
Our first house. No,
yeah.
No, what bridge? No, right by Obsidian. Middle school.
Where Tammy lives now, like right across.
Yeah, literally right next door to Tammy.
What the fuck?
You know where Tammy lives?
Yeah, at the double-decker house.
Yeah, so the road to the right, the road that's right to the right of her.
Right there.
Yeah.
There's a house right there, and then there's another house in the back that you get to from the alleyway. That's where we used to live.
Oh, I'm trying
to think. That was our first house when we were like 20, 22.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
It was a sweet house. For like being that young, that was a pretty good starter house. That fucking fat ass yard.
I do remember
Look at
that.
me now.
I remember that house because
I
remember that house because
damn it, dude.
Mom and I came to visit.
Yeah, you did.
Mom came to visit, and I was like, I want to go to the skate park. And so you guys gave me like directions on how to get to the skate park, and I just had to wing it.
Yeah, his mom sends me a picture one time, and it's like him with Tony Hawk. And
my mom hit him with her truck.
And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, where's Tony Hawk? And he like showed up at the skate shop, and he like bought all the kids their boards and shit. And Calloway was there skating, and she got this picture. I'm like, what? I'm coming. She's like, he's already gone. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And then she's like, yeah, he didn't even know who he was.
Me?
Yeah, she said you didn't know who he was.
No, I knew who he was.
I don't know, dude. That was when you were like 12, bro. You
I knew who he was.
To be fair, I did find that hard to believe. Because you were into skateboarding
with her truck.
Yeah.
Because it was snowing, he was standing in the middle of the road, and it was downhill. My mom was trying to stop.
She should have hit him with you look like Tony Hawk.
And
you ever seen those Instagram posts? Everyone always tells him like he looks like Tony Hawk.
Oh, and then
you look like that skateboarder guy.
Honestly, I've met a lot of famous skaters. Like when I think about it, like not a shitload, but like Silent Mike with Creature, David Gervais with Creature. Asher Falk's dad.
I love David Gervais.
David Gervais.
I mean, I don't like in a gay way or anything.
No, but he's
I'm a fan of his skateboarding. He likes to. So good. He's just a wild man, dude. I like it.
Well, he hung out with my buddy Asher. It was Asher's stepdad's like best friend, and Asher's stepdad was a pro skater as well.
What does that make you to me? Absolutely nothing.
And then like so, I've met all of them. I've met Tony Hawk. I've met Rob Dyrdek, or fuck, why can't I think of his name? Is it Rob Dyrdek?
I mean, that is a guy.
With MTV did Ridiculousness?
Yeah, dude, that dude. Yeah. Rob Dyrdek fucking made out like a monster. He's like rich as fuck now.
Oh, I know,
dude. Like MTV.
Yeah.
Like, they had to buy him out.
Yeah.
That was why it was the only thing on MTV was like, how do you become... Because I watched Rob Dyrdek in the 90s when it was like... Yeah, when his videos were like super like fucking underground kind of like... Like this, he was fucking... He hired Big Black to be his security guard, and he would fucking... When security would fuck with him, Big Black would come out of nowhere and just fucking slam the security guard. He'd be like, all right, Rob, skate.
He was like the biggest underground skater.
He's like 6'6" and like 300-pound black dude.
And he had such a good skating style too.
And so that was their videos was all of his skate parts were partially Rob skating, partially Big Black attacking security guards. And then they got the Rob and Big show. On MTV.
Where they prank everybody and shit.
No, it was just Big Black moved in with them. It was just them living at Rob's house.
That's right. And Rob like jumped off the balcony or the second floor.
And then he got the Fantasy Factory show. And that's when he started blowing up. And then it got ridiculous. And then somehow
he just skyrocketed.
Dude, somehow he got like ownership of DC and MTV.
DC made him like a shoe.
Well, Ken Block owned DC.
Yeah.
And then there was a part on the Fantasy Factory where Rob's like, if I make this shot, you got to give me half of DC. And it was like a behind the back fucking throw, and he made the shot.
Yeah, and so
but I don't know if that's actually how he got it.
I'm gonna say that it is.
But yeah, that's what I'm gonna say too.
Yeah.
Tell everyone.
I've met Rob Deerdeck. I've met Keade Houston, which is Nigel Houston's little brother.
Oh, that's just like that's like meeting the other Aaron Hart.
Right? but fucking, I mean, Keade was a cool fucking dude.
Yeah, I don't think I've met any famous skaters.
Now I want to go skateboarding.
Yeah, they're like subculture famous. They're yeah, if I wanted to pay a bunch more money, hopefully those guys just want to party.
Yeah.
They're like, yo, they look like like-minded minds. And then we'll just be like, no, we don't drink, but it was nice to meet you.
And then we'll be like, we don't drink, but we'll do some shrooms.
Dude, I don't know. Because they're going to have to drive back.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I fucking did them at the Reggae Fest last year, like pretty much every night. But not like getting high, like just took a couple mushrooms.
Yeah, just microdosing and
shit.
shit.
Kind of, yeah. And that was fucking so much fun. I just walked everywhere barefoot. This is grass, dude, everywhere. They have 3 stages, and like every hour a concert would start on a different stage, and you would just move from stage to stage to stage.
Grass on shrooms is a whole new world.
Yeah, well, I started having a fucking panic attack, like a bad trip at Sublime and Slightly Stupid when I took mushrooms, but it was partially because like I think we were on Molly, and then one of Jessica's friends like dropped a meth pipe in front of everyone, and I totally like called like somebody dropped a meth pipe, and I didn't realize it was her friend, and so then
you didn't realize it was his group.
And then so all this drama and weird shit was going on because it's like, what, Heather's doing meth, and she doesn't watch the show. And anyways,
oh no, watch her watch this. And
yeah,
just,
she's
like,
gonna kick my ass.
Dude.
I mean, she's an addict. She's getting sober now. She admits her problem.
Well, good for you.
But yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? But yeah, so it put me in like a bad headspace, and then I don't know why I decided to take mushrooms. And then I was like just thinking about it, dude, and
fixated on it.
But then my buddy Kyle was like, he's like, dude, you got to get grounded. Take your shoes off. Oh, Jessica did too. Well, Jessica and Kyle were both taking care of me. They got me a seat. And then once I got a seat, water, and took my socks and shoes off, then I was like ready to get up and dance.
Standing.
It's right about the time Bad Fish came on, which was tight.
For me, taking shrooms on the beach and putting my feet.
It's the best thing in the world.
Oh my god! And putting your feet in the sand and letting the water like sink your feet down. You know what I mean?
When I was like 17, we went with like 15 kids. Like Haley and John and Steven went with us too. And we all went to the coast, and the goal was to just randomly go to the coast because a few of us had money, so we were all loading up in 2 fucking cars. I drove 1 car and Haley drove 1 car, and they're packed, dude. And I think we split 1 hotel room.
Snuck everybody else in, right?
And I've done that. We went to the beach, and the goal was to pick mushrooms because we all wanted to fry. And they were like, Caden was like, I used to live on the coast. Mushrooms are legal, or I know how to pick them, and they're in season right now. But we kept warning us we might not find any. Well, we all went to the Tillamook fucking fairgrounds, dude, and we just had like a picnic there, and we were smoking bowls. And Caden was off walking around.
You see this shit?
Yeah, and Caden, these are donuts. And Caden was walking around, and for like 30 minutes, and all of a sudden he came running in, sliding, and was like, I found mushrooms. And he fucking found literally so many cyanescence mushrooms. I think we had enough to where we all ate like 12 or 13, and we all had like 12 or 13 left to take home, but they were all wet. And like we just fresh picked them, and I fucking ate all of them, dude. And I tried. That was the best mushroom trip I ever had. I felt so like into nature. Well, it was like the fungus. No, they taste kind of the same, just wet. They taste. But it felt like the fungus was making me connected to the earth. Like I was growing back through my feet into the sand. It was fucking sick. And we all and like there was drama going on because me and Olivia were arguing, and because Jesse came too, and it was like drama, and so we all split up, and me and Eric, my black buddy, we were off in one thing, and there was like 4 logs that crossed each other. And we were like, dude, this feels like a sandbox. And like, we were having a good time. And everyone was spread out all over this beach. And Haley and John were the only 2 that didn't eat mushrooms. And they built a giant fire. And then everyone, but when the sun started going down, gathered around the fire. And we just fucking had the best like group mushroom trip ever. It was a good time.
Having a fire on the beach on shrooms is probably one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. To be honest,
it's just pretty good.
It's just amazing.
Jessica, remember when we took acid and we walked to the beach from that fucking beach house and it was like raining and the fucking power lines were all sparking?
What
the fuck is going on, dude?
Oh, dude, we drove.
We were tripping on. We were tripping on acid and we watched that same night and we watched The Sandlot. And like at the end, and we're like tripping the whole time on the movie. And at the end, like when he's just like, he got really into the 60s. No one's ever heard from him since. Like, we're like, what? What the fuck did Squints get into, dude?
Fucking, you guys have been to Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know when you go down, like
we're going in October.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for fucking Freak Show Nationals. Maddox, remember the wrestle? For a wrestling tournament.
You know when you go down like Main Boulevard in Vegas, everything is like LED lights and there's people all up and down it just 24/7, right?
Yeah, it's creepy. You can get kidnapped out there.
Oh yeah, easy as fuck. But we went out there and we took shrooms and the LED lights were like moving with the car and like waving as we drove by. And that was another really cool experience for me as well, was being on shrooms in Vegas. That was fun. But nothing beats the beach. Honestly, I'd trip on the beach. You know,
dude, I don't know.
Connor,
we went and skydived. Or skydove. We were skydiving.
Yeah.
And it was the most random thing. My buddy was going through a rough time, and he wanted all of his boys. The thing was like, I kind of knew one of the guys at the time, and now I know him a lot better. The other guy, neither one of us had met before. He was his friend from a different town, and we all met up, and we all went skydiving, and then we went and camped on Mount Hood and ate mushrooms just for the night. Dude, it was the best guy trip, dude. Like, we just fucking sat around the fire, playing guitar.
Fishing on shrooms is insane.
I couldn't do it. I would like sit back, watch it, you do it, and I'd just smile. I know I would. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, I'll watch you.
Oh, man, dude. Like, I fought.
What did you catch something?
Literally, like, I fought a fish that was like this fucking big for like, I felt like 2 hours. It felt like the biggest fish in the world.
Like, whoa!
I'm like sitting there, I'm like, holy shit, guys. It's a monster.
Salmon fishing on mushrooms would be terrifying, dude.
Oh, dude, I'm totally going to do it now.
Where are we at?
An hour and 21 minutes.
Oh, okay. We got like 9 minutes. Wrap this up pretty good.
21 minutes over.
21 minutes over.
No, we just call this the director's cut.
Yeah, this is the extended cut, dude.
Yeah.
This is unedited, pure fucking We're Not Serious podcast.
Pure. But fucking.
Pure butt.
Fucking. Oh, man, that's my new.
It's pure butt fucking.
That's my new
YouTube
goal.
Won't let me title this episode "Pure Butt Fucking."
Pure butt
PDF.
Fucking. That's my new dream now. Is I want to go salmon fishing.
I think I'm gonna title it "Don't Do Drugs."
Don't do drugs. Yeah, because I mean, a good hour of our conversation was don't do drugs.
Don't pop a perk in Mexico.
Yeah, don't pop perks in Mexico because you'll get forced to get the COVID shot.
Yeah, right. We should. I'm not sure if you're. No, you got to be allowed to do this. What? We should do a podcast one of these days. Just take like a trip somewhere, like whenever we can plan it right.
I did one with my mom.
I remember that
when I went to Disneyland. Yeah, when I took her to Disneyland.
I was gonna say do like a podcast somewhere.
Yeah,
and then do it like just take shrooms and just do a podcast.
No,
with shrooms.
I can't do it. Timmy we tried to.
Timmy tried.
Yeah, well, he told me to eat these gummies. He was like, they're not even that strong. And he was like, eat two of them. I remember this. He was like, eat 2 of them. And there's a short of it on there. And we sat down and we did like a minute of a podcast. And then I was like, I can't do it. Turn it off.
I think
they were way fucking stronger. And he ate more. I ate more than him.
Yeah, but if we did like a microdose.
No.
I have some tablets and microdose.
I'd rather be on acid.
I'd do acid.
But
it's legal here. Just saying.
Well, I mean, I'm a firm believer. Like, obviously, like drugs like methamphetamine and stuff
are all bad.
But like psychedelics, I feel like if you have your kids at a place with a sitter, and it's just you adults, like it's therapeutic.
When your friend hands it to you in the kitchen.
Yeah, dude. Like, what are we doing wrong? We just played Mario Party for 8 hours.
Yeah, literally. Well, I feel like everybody should experience psychedelics at least once. Like just
some
at
people
least
aren't
try
meant,
it.
some people aren't cut out for it.
That is true.
I am some people.
Yeah, well-
Ever since I greened out when I was 15
Yeah.
years old, I can't even smoke.
I personally though,
It's so
acid
paranoid.
is hilarious, dude. It's so funny.
Oh, dude, and
if you're with the right
ceilings
people,
and shit move.
But Jarrett had fucking a little freak out on acid. Now he's like, I'll never do it again.
If you ever want to do psychedelics, sorry, Shelly and Sears family, but if you ever like wanted
tell them to
to,
subscribe.
yeah,
Like
you
and
ever-
subscribe, Sherry and Shelly or whatever.
if you ever wanted to, your best route would honestly be to like get a little bag and then take like one cap and then like a stem and then just wait.
So real with you.
It's better than
I get-
those things.
Okay, so I don't like mushrooms. I like acid. Like I can do acid. Mushrooms I have a hard time with.
I can do all of it.
Some-
I get
It's
a
okay.
sense of impending doom when I take.
I get that.
Tylenol.
Oh,
Okay,
Tylenol.
I can't
Okay,
even-
well,
I won't
that's
even-
you know what that is. That's the COVID shot, dude. Your fucking heart's going, dude.
Your heart's giving out.
But I won't even take Benadryl because I don't like the feeling of drug.
Yeah,
It's dude.
Yeah,
I went to the
You gotta
dentist.
stay away from Benadryl. It's really bad for your kidneys.
I went to the dentist and I got my fillings done.
As a kidney cancer survivor, nobody's getting me shirt. Well, I guess I gotta wait till my first official scans that say I'm cancer free, and then I get a shirt. I beat cancer. I can wear it to Disneyland or something.
No,
No, we won't even talk about that. That'll be for next time. We have a story about you. Okay, actually, so we have an alternate ego for Sierra. We call her Brittany when she gets too drunk and she gets super mad. When me and Sierra first got together, I left her for my ex Shyla for like what, a month?
It was like a week, but I
It was like a week. I don't know.
It was a month in Calloway time.
Yeah, real. But me and her, But me and her stopped talking, and we all went to the dunes.
I was
And
so
Sierra
butthurt
and
about
Sierra
it.
came to the dunes with us, and we were all having a great
Oh,
time.
yeah, I remember all this.
Yeah, and we were having a great time.
You told us
and
about it on the podcast, I think.
Did I?
Did you?
Maybe not
might have.
everything, but I think he told us some of the drama a little bit.
Yeah, I think I talked about a little bit of the drama.
You're gonna have to
but
go back and watch now.
She got. We were having a great
I
night.
hope you didn't talk about this.
I don't know. I might have, dude. I was stoned last time I was here. But we.
No,
because last time you were here, you were like, no.
No, that was when I was stoned because Sierra was at the house and I walked in the door and I was stoned because I hit the joint that you were smoking.
Okay.
But
You have 3 minutes.
oh no! But
It's like an AA meeting.
long story short, Sierra was absolutely shithoused. I mean, we drank like bottles on top of bottles and racks on top of racks. So she was shithoused. And I was texting my mom about you and your cancer, being like, just to let you know, Robert has cancer. Like, you might want to text him. And Sierra was like, how about you just go fuck your ex? Just out of nowhere. And I was like, what the fuck? And she got so mad. And I was like, Sierra, I'm texting my mom about my older brother having cancer.
There's history there. You're gonna catch some strays every now and then.
Real.
Dude.
And so I was like, Sierra, I'm texting my mom about my brother having cancer. And she couldn't comprehend it. So I showed her
It
the
sounds
text
like you had
message.
fun at the dunes.
Dude, I showed her the text messages, right, to prove that I'm not texting my ex, and she sits there and she goes, "You change your ex's name to your mom's name, and that Robert's code word." Like she was just fucking shithoused.
Dude, Jessica came out to elk camp and she had brought a cup that could fit a bottle of wine in. And she fucking drank the whole bottle of wine, and then she got drunk and hated me. And so, like, I just went to bed, and so did everyone else. And my dad, like, Reese, was trying to, like, calm her down. And she was like, oh, I'm fucking going. So I had to get up and drive her all the way from elk camp all the way home. It was, like, probably 2 hours to get to our house. And then I had to sleep. I stayed there. It was at 2 in the fucking morning, too. So we got back at, like, 4.
And I was like, how did we get here?
Yeah.
Dude, Sierra,
She had no
Sierra will
idea.
drink-
I was so prepared for him to never want to talk to me again, but that actually, he came back around. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
now
just
we're
gotta
dating.
treat them like shit. They keep
Yeah,
coming back.
real,
now.
dude. It's a Ulam trend.
Calloway will just keep coming back, dude. You
Real.
gotta-
I
Fucking-
totaled 2 cars.
yeah.
Just
I know.
a total
hey,
2 cars.
But, 3, shame on me, okay?
Shame on me. So, moral of the story is, if you want to date a Ulam, you just treat us like shit, and we just come around.
All right. Well, this was a great episode of the We're Not Serious podcast, where we are not serious. Like,
always
subscribe, and don't do drugs.
Always treat
Ready?
Ulams like
song
shit.
out?